What's up, everyone? Eric MK1384 here, and tonight I'm going to tell a Throwback Thursday story. Now, I was a little decisive on whether or not I should tell this story, but it was something that happened to me many, many years ago when I was around 17 years old. So, anyway, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and tell the story. It all started back in 2002. Um, I was 17 years old, and of course I was still in high school at the time. But for some reason, my parents, well, they wanted me to go to this job training school facility or something. It's where they help you meet and find jobs or something. I don't know. It's complicated. But I won't say the name of it because for privacy reasons or something. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the story. So anyway, I enrolled there around August of 2002. I don't remember the exact day. I do know it was on a Monday or something. I don't know. So So anyway, after the enrollment, I had to go through the orientation, all the rules and regulations, blah blah blah. And they also had a dormitory, that I can live in one of the dorms. It's kind of like a college campus, but not really. Like I said, complicated. But so so after my third week of being there, I met my first real girlfriend. She will not be named, but I'll call her. Let's see. I'm gonna name her Sarah for this video, although that's not in fact her real name. So, so I met Sarah in in the lobby one morning when I was getting ready to go to the chapel because they had a chapel on the campus where they like do church services and stuff like that. But she was very persuasive on getting me, not just me, but the rest of the other students to go to the church that she wants to go to. Well, I tried to decline at first, but she was persuasive. So so we ended up going to that church that she wanted to go to. I think it was like First Assembly or something. I don't know. So so anyway, we went to the church. Did the service thing, and then we also went there again for the evening service later that night. And then one thing I forgot to mention, I did see Sarah a few more times before we even started talking, and I thought, okay, whatever. I just never had the fortitude to talk to her because we never had a reason to. So so anyway, we started talking, and I did ask her the one question that I probably shouldn't have asked. I asked her if she had a boyfriend. Now, mind you, I was 17 years old. I've never had a girlfriend before, and this would be the first time ever, you know, asking a girl out. And I didn't know anything about, you know, communication and getting to know one another because I was just a dumb teenager. Okay, I was one of those shy teens. You know. So anyway, I asked her if she had a boyfriend, and she said no. And she asked me she asked me why, and I really didn't want to give her an answer because I was afraid what else would come to it. So then she finally got the truth. She finally got it out of me if I'm asking her out, and I said, "Well, gee, I don't know, maybe." Well, to my complete shock, she said yes. I was like, "Wow, would this girl really go out with me? Am I dreaming?" Like I said, never had a girlfriend before, so I was overexcited. So anyway, long story short, we started dating, and a few of my friends thinking that I was moving too fast because I barely knew her, and I didn't want to listen to them because I was also a stubborn teenager. So yeah, I was kind of stubborn. And then I've heard from other people that she likes to play around with people, and she likes to manipulate them and and manipulate their feelings or something. And at first I didn't want to believe them at first because so so I ignored it and continued dating her. Well, after I think after the first month or so, she ended up cheating on me with another guy, and of course I broke up with her, and then I got all upset and because she was my first real girlfriend or whatnot. So so we've broke up for about, I don't know, maybe a week or so. But then she wanted to get back together with me, and at first I tried to refuse, and but ultimately I gave in like a moron because well, fast forward to 2 months later, and this is what got me in trouble and got me sort of kicked out of the school or whatnot. But I'll go ahead and explain it. She started ghosting me. She Well, I didn't have a cell phone at the time, so I couldn't call her or anything. Because I remember one afternoon she was supposed to meet me at a certain place that we were gonna meet at, and she never showed. Well, this went on for maybe a week or so, and I finally got fed up with it, and one day I decided to confront her, and it turned into a fight. It turned into a heated major argument. And well, so after that incident, she started lying to everybody that I did things to her, that I forced myself on her, and stupidly they believed it. And one of the this one dude tried to pick a fight with me, and I told him to back off. So, but 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 thankfully the staff got involved before it got even uglier. Well, long story short, I got called into the main office. They had a conference with me about it. I tried to tell them what happened, but they didn't believe me because I don't know, I guess they were the type of people that would believe a girl over a guy. So, whatever. And so anyway, they agreed that I should be suspended for 3 to 4 weeks, which happens to be a month. Well, one of them, after the meeting was over, one of them called my parents, and my mom had to come and get me, and of course she was upset with me, and it just turned into a major meltdown. So, so anyway, I went home, and of course my parents grounded me, and they grounded me for God knows how long, and then a few days later they decided that they were going to withdraw me from the school, and then they also went back to the school to retrieve the rest of my stuff that I left behind back at the dorm. So they were able to get it all in one trip because I didn't have that much stuff. So so yeah, that was my first real girlfriend experience. Oh, and as for Sarah, I never saw her again. I never saw or heard from her ever again. And honestly, I think it's for the best. And, well, of course, I went back to high school, and then I finished out the rest of my senior year, and I graduated. After I graduated, I had a I had a lot of different jobs, but I'll save that for another story. But anyway, that's my Throwback Thursday story. I hope you enjoyed that story, and I know it sounded a bit confusing to some of you, but I don't remember a whole lot of detail of what happened. But if I think of it, I'll mention it in the next story. But anyway, y'all have a good night. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that way you get notified when I come out with a new video. Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all later. Peace.